Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Chandra Akbar, and I'm here as moderator to guide this our meeting. First of all, let's say thanks to Allah who gives us His guidance and mercy. So that's why we can attend and participate in this program without any obstacle. Praise and salutation upon Him, our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the last messenger, the best teacher of this universe, the person who is able to save us from Jahiliyyah era. As all we know, we are here to do our task of English for Communication Class B to do a presentation about our individual material. And as we know, we are all speakers, and the rule is we have only 5 minutes to show our slides and continue to question and answering session for only 3 minutes. Let's start from our first speaker, Mr. Aldi Christian Family. And please are welcome.
Thank you for the time from the moderator. And now, let me introduce myself. My name is Aldi Christian Family, and I am a college student in Ahmad University. And now, I want to presentation about my research with the title is how to make natural hand sanitizer from betel leaf. Let's enjoy it, guys. Okay. What is discussion? The discussion first short information. This is about information about betel leaf and other benefit on him. And the second discussion is how to make natural hand sanitizer from betel leaf. And the final discussion is suggestion. First discussion about betel leaf. The ancient time long ago, betel leaf is useful on some report may suggest that betel leaf by itself has at first such effect in part because of tannin delivered by the leaf and for reason currently not fully understood. For example, one research paper studied chromosome imaging effect of betel leaf in human leukocyte cultures. Simply, that betel leaf is useful. Example, it is useful on as toothbrush, as allergic medicine, and other benefit. Yeah, other benefit. Next discussion is how to make a natural hand sanitizer from betel leaf. Now, I want to show the material and the tools how to make natural hand sanitizer. The materials, there are betel leaf 50 grams, hot water 200 milli, clean water 200 ml, lime 8 ml, stove, 2 pans, measuring cup, spray bottle, knife, and filter or paper filter. And I want to show you about step by step. First, Wash 50 grams of bitter leaf thoroughly. Then dry the bitter leaf by rioting. After making sure it is dry and clean, cut the bitter leaf into small pieces. Pour 50 grams of the carpet leaf into a saucepan containing 200 ml of hot water. When you're done, take another bigger pot. Then fill the pot with cold water. Place the saucepan containing the marinated bitter leaf into the large pot. And then boil the bitter leaf in a steamed manner. Use low heat. Heat about 90 degrees Celsius. And then when finished, let's stand and wait for 30 minutes. Once cool, strain the bitter leaf, marinate into a measuring cup. Pour the bitter leaf water until it reaches 15%. Add 8 ml of lime and enough water and stir it up. Pour into a spray bottle and natural hand sanitizer is ready to use. And you can see that the image step by step. There are the simple step on the image. Okay. About suggestion, I'm take about suggestion from Dr. Ratnosari, and what he said, what was said, if there are any remaining material that can be reused, such as bitter leaf or filter residue, you should store them in the refrigerator. Meanwhile, making hand sanitizer using bitter leaf can be done at home by not trading it. Thus make and use this hand sanitizer personally. The conclusion is that we make natural hand sanitizer from bitter leaf, not to trading it, and just make and use to personally. Okay, thank you from me, and back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aldi. It's such an excellent perform from Mr. Aldi. So we continue to question and answering session. Now, who here has anything to ask? Please raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Nur Adi Nugroho, please.
I want to ask about why you choose that topic.
On thank you for the question, Mr. Nugroho. Why I choose that topic? Because it's my research, and I hope my research is useful for other people that read it and make sense with now condition about COVID-19. I hope natural hand sanitizer can be a solution from can be solution in now 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 age. That is for me.
Okay, I think it's good. Now we continue to second question. Oh, okay, Dewi Febi Pranoto, please.
Okay. Hmm, are there other natural ingredients that
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pranoto, for the question. Many. There are many ingredients as the same with betel leaf. Example, a garlic and a basilic, then uh, rosemary, and then and other ingredient natural or other natural plant or uh, herbal plant, and that that ingredient that other ingredient had been researched. Is there contain antioxidant? Yeah, that is for me.
Okay, it's a good question from Mr. Adi and Mr. Fran, and also good answer from Mr. Oli. Okay, thank you, Mr. Oli. Now we move to
You're welcome, Mister.
second speaker, Mr. Setiawan Azari. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. I will presentation about my research. The title is Use Cooking Oil Purification with Fill Column Filtration Palm Cell Activated Carbon as a Biomaterial Pretreatment Continuously. Okay, next. And the subject, the first is preliminary, second tools and material, third procedure, fourth is result and conclusion. The number of the number of consumption of fossil fuels increasing every year. Year since 1991, Indonesian oil production has continued to decline. Therefore, there have been many studies regarding renewable energy as an alternative to fuel oil. One of the which is biodiesel. One of the biodiesel raw material derived from vegetable oil, and the most suitable for use is used cooking oil. However, used cooking oil has a high content of free fatty acid due to its repeated use, which changes the physical and chemical structure according to the composition and type of oil. Therefore, this study will try to improve the quality of used cooking oil by using absorbent from palm cell, which will be used as activated carbon, where the refining process use a column filtration prototype. Next. What the research purposes? One, knowing the effect of carbon active from palm cell as a biomaterial in reducing level of FFR in used cooking oil. Second, knowing the effect of coconut fiber in the filtering process of used cooking oil. And then, knowing the optimization of the filling column tool for refining used cooking oil. Next, tool and material. Tool use first oven, bucket, hot plate, almayer, throw pipette, burette and clamp, analytical balance, upright cooler, pipette bowl, screening, measuring cylinder, volumetric pipette, Becker glass, evaporating dish, and filter column. And the material used ethanol, aqueous, hydrochloric acid, coconut fiber, and natrium hydroxide, indicator phenolphthalein, use cooking oil, and then carbon active from palm cell. This is a design of prototype filtration column. Point A is storage tank. Storage tank in here the oil will come out, and point B is valve input. Point C is column filtration. Point D is buffer. Point E of fitting pipe, and point F of valve output. Next. What is the procedure? Activation of palm cell carbon. One of sieving 100 mesh of palm cell carbon, and activating palm cell carbon by soaking in 1 ml hydrochloric acid solution with a ratio of 1 to 2 for 24 hours. And then filter the palm cell carbon. Neutralizing palm cell carbon by washing with distilled water so that the neutral pH is obtained. And then drying the palm cell carbon at the oven at 110 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. And then calculate the water content of the palm cell carbon as sample. Next. A procedure of used cooking oil purification is put the used cooking oil that has been calculated the initial FFA level into a 1 liter storage tank, and then passing the oil in filtration column of the suffering that has been according to a variable to be used. Then open the valve to take the sample at the lower valve output, and then test FFA level and measure the FFA level. Next, the research result. Point 1 is effect of carbon active weight on reducing FFA level. We can see the optimum of carbon active the carbon active in point 600, and the effective of debit of reducing FFE level, the optimum is the point of 0.0057, and the effect of coconut fiber weight on reducing level is not affect the reducing FFA level. Next. This is a filtration result color with coconut fiber variation. We can we can see of the different from the 3 samples of variation weight of coconut fiber. Next. The conclusion, the use of activated carbon from palm cells can affect the reduction of FFA level from used cooking oil. The heavier activated carbon is used, the higher are the decrease in the FFA level. The debit variation during the filtration of used cooking oil on the column filtration device affect the decrease in FFA level. The smaller of the debit, the higher the decrease in FFA level. And then the use of coconut fiber did not affect the decrease in the used cooking oil FFA level. However, its use of coconut fiber affect the color of the used cooking oil as a result of the filtration. That is, the bigger of the coconut fiber used, the clearer the used cooking oil will be. And then the last, the factor as affecting the oil purification of used cooking oil in this experiment are the absorbent weight and debit. Okay. Thank you for your attention. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iwan. Such as excellent perform from Mr. Iwan. Now we continue to asking and question session. Now here has anything to ask? Please raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Robigba, please.
Okay, I wanna ask, why use palm shells as a carbon active?
Okay, I will answer because we can take the advantage of the palm cell as from the palm oil industry, and the palm cell contain to 20% fixed carbon. Basically, has a microprocess that we can help absorption. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now the second question, please raise your hand. Second question.
Me, Mister.
Okay, Mr. Aldi, please.
One second. Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Okay, it's no problem.
Okay, I want to ask, why choose 100 mesh dies for palm cells carbon?
Okay, I will answer, and because we will not use the size of the carbon of the weight variation, then we'll be referring to research journal. The optimum size of carbon that could is 100 mesh.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Okay, I think that is for Mr. Iwan. It's a good question from Mr. Rodrigo and Mr. Aldi, and also good answer from Mr. Yaman Azari. Now we move to the next speaker is Mr. Dewi Febri Pranoto. Sam and please are welcome.
Okay, here I will present material on how to make a hand sanitizer. Okay, next. What is hand sanitizer? Hand sanitizer is a liquid or gel commonly used to reduce pathogen on the hands. Next. Tools and material for making hand sanitizer. Tools that's used. Number 1, bucket or resin. Number 2, sterile, and number 3, plastic funnel, then number 4, spray bottle. And then material that use, number 1, ethanol, 19.6%. Ethanol serves as the main ingredient in making hand sanitizer. Number two, glycerin. Glycerin function as a hand sanitizer softener, so to it does not irritate the hands. Number 3, aqueous. Aqueous function as a solvent. And number 4, perfume. Perfume serves as a fragrance. Next. Material introduction. Aqueous is water that comes from the distillation process. Aqueous with a high level of purity can be obtained by refining ordinary distilled water. Ethanol 96% ethanol, also clad ethyl alcohol, pure alcohol, absolute alcohol, or alcohol alone, is a kind of volatile, flammable, colors liquid, and is the alcohol most frequently used in everyday life. Glycerin is a simple polyol compound. Okay, next. Okay. How to make step by step how to make hand sanitizer. Step number 1: prepare tools and material. Step number 2: put 10 milliliter of glycerin into a bottle with alcohol or ethanol 96%. 6 until homogen. Step number 3: put the mixture into the container, then add perfume and stir until homogen. Step number 4: then enter as much distilled water as the total volume of 1000 milliliter, stir until homogen. Next step, pack the ready hand sanitizer into 15 milliliter spray bottle. Okay. Next. Thank you for attention. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dwi Febri. So excellent perform. Now we continue to answer and question. Now, who here has anything to ask? Please raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Robert Paul, please.
Okay, I want to ask about, is it possible to use ethanol with levels below 96%?
Yes, you can, but the levels you get for the hand sanitizer are not good enough. Okay, for me.
Oh, okay. Now we move to second question. Please raise your hand. Muhammad Azari, please.
Okay, I will to ask how about is the of the shop when component to conventional shop?
By using the purification formula. The formula is M1 times V1 is to M2 times V2. Okay. For me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I think that's enough from Mr. Dewi Febri. Good question from Mr. Iwan and Mr. Robi, and also good answer from Mr. Dewi Febri Ganato. Now we move to the next speaker is Mr. Adi Nugroho. Time and place are welcome.
Okay, thank you for the time. Today I will present a material on how to make liquid soap for washing dishes. Before I present my material, it will be nice if I introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Nur Adi Nugroho from Universitas Ahmad Dahlan. Next. What is dishwashing soap? Dishwashing soap is a thick, clear, colored liquid that functions to clean cutlery, such as plate, glasses, spoon, or forks, and general kitchen utensils. Next. To make liquid soap, we need to prepare the tools and material. For the first tool, we need to set up one bucket or basin, two wood mixer or mixer, three packing bottle, four plastic funnel. And for the material, we need to prepare 1 ml or Texapon 200 gram, 2 sodium sulfate 150 gram, 3 Cumberland 50 gram, 50 milli, 4 asam citrate, 5 Edeta 10 gram, 6 perfumes 10 milli, 7 propylene glycol 10 milli, 8 DY, 9 Aquades 2 liter. Next. Next. Now I will explain the function for each material. First is email or Texapon. Serve as the main ingredient of soap because it product a lot of foam and good cleaning power, and it's safe on the skin. Back to sodium sulfate serve to help in solubility of enamel or Texapon, as well as thickener and accelerate to removal of dirt. 3 parfum serve as fragrance. 4 asam citrate serve as fat cleanser. 5 EDTA function so that the product can last long time. Bind the color so that the color look attractive. 6 Cumberland serve in increasing the resulting foam or foam booster has a high clean power, namely in cleaning greaser. Lot of foam, easy to rise and can remove fishing odor, and is an active ingredient of soap which is environmentally friendly. Next. Next is propylene glycol, serve as preservative and binder in parfum so that the fragrance does not stick and to the laundry. Next is dye as a coloring product to make it more attractive. The last one is Aquades as solvent so that the ingredients are evenly mixed. Next. Now I will explain the process of making liquid soap. The first step is to put the Texapon in the bucket, then half of the sodium sulfate is put in the bucket. Then stir in one direction until it is completely mixed. Next is add 1 liter of distilled water, little by little, until it continues to be stirred until it completely mixed. Step 3, put in Cumberland shell. 3, stirring constantly until homogeneous, stirring for 5 minutes before adding another ingredients. Step 4, dilute citric acid by putting in a bottle and add adding distilled water to 1/4 or the bottle, then put in the bucket little by little. Step 5, add the remaining sodium sulfate jelly, stirring constantly. Step 6, add the remaining distilled water slowly. Step 7, add the 8 drop of dye according to taste, stirring continuously. Step 8, put the PG with the perfume in the plastic until it is mixed, then put in the chili bucket, stirring constantly. Step 9, put EDTA in the bucket until the evenly mixed. Last step is put the finishing dish soup in the bottle. Next. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adi Nugroho. Excellent perform. Now we continue to question and answering section. Now, who has anything to ask, please raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Rob Iqbal, please.
Okay, I wanna ask, can the selling price of liquid soap be competitive with conventional liquid soap? Thank you.
Yes. I know. Yes, because the production price of this soap is relatively low when compared to conventional soap, so the selling price is also low. That's all from me.
Okay, next to another question. Please raise your hand.
Me, sir.
Okay, Mr. Aldi, please.
Yes, sir. I want to ask how is the quality of this soap when compared to conventional soap?
I want to answer. According to the due diligence we have done, the value are obtained according to the applicable standard in Indonesia.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the
Okay,
answer.
Okay, that is for Mr. Adi Nugroho. I think we move to another speaker. It is Mr. Robi Iqbal. Time and place are welcome.
Okay, thank you for moderator. My name is Robi Iqbal Maulana, and I want to present about the use of silica for adsorption of naphthol dyes in batik industrial waste. Okay, next. In this presentation, I want to explain about adsorption, tool and materials, and material introductions, procedures, and the result. Okay, next. Okay, please. Okay. What is adsorption? Adsorption is the addition of atoms, ions, or molecules from a gas, liquid, or dissolved solid to surface. This process creates a film of the adsorbate on the surface of the adsorbent. Okay, next. For the tools and materials, the tools are beaker glass, magnetic stirrer, UV spectrophotometry, and pipette. For the materials are batik waste, naphthol standard solution, silica, and paper filter. Okay. For batik waste, The batik waste, the process of making batik consists of 5 stages. First, preparation, and then batik depiction, and then the dyeing, and the release of wax from batik, and the cleaning. Every process produces waste that can pollute the environment. And then naphthol. Naphthol is an insoluble compound made up of 2 basic components, that is anhydride acid and the component color producer. Silica. The silica surface allows it to bind metal ions more selectively by a certain mechanism. The high composition material of silica can remove dyes from wastewater. Next, procedures. First, inserting 200 ml of batik waste into a glass beaker, and then inserting 15 grams of silica into a batik waste, and then carry out the deadsorption process accompanied by constant stirring. Use magnetic stirrer for 120 minutes, and then taking 20 millisamples at 30, 60, 90, and 120 minutes. Then filter the sample to separate the adsorbent from the adsorbate, and then analyze the samples using UV spectrophotometry. Next, in UV spectrophotometry analysis, first make a standard solution of naphthol, and then determine the optimum wavelength on UV spectrophotometry. Measure the absorbance value of the standard solution at the optimum wavelength. Then measure the absorbance value of the sample at the optimum wavelength. And the last step is create a curve that expresses the relation between concentration and absorbance. And then the result. This is a standard solution of naphthol curve. From the curve, the value of losing concentration on batik waste is as follows, like in a table. From this result, we can see that the absorption of batik waste using silica can degrade naphthol dyes achieve 90%. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, this is excellent perform from Mr. Robi Iqbal. Now we continue to question and answering section. Now, who has anything to ask? Okay, Muhammad Temezi, please.
Okay, I want to ask what are danger of the batik waste?
Okay. Waste from synthetic batik dyes will pollute people's water source. If contaminated water is consumed for a long time, it can cause cancer or indigestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now moving to another question. Please, raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Nur Adi Nugroho, please.
Okay, is the absorbent only silica?
In terms of adsorbent, is a solid that can absorb certain component with materials that have force for the absorption process to take place. So there are many types of adsorbents, not only silica, such as activated charcoal, zeolite, and others. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a good question from Mr. Iwan and Mr. Adi, and also good answer from Mr. Robi. Now we continue to next speaker is me as a moderator. I do a speaker, so please enjoy. Okay, once again, Let me introduce myself. My name is Chandra Akbar, and I'm also a chemical engineering college student in University of Ramadan. Next. Okay, this the title of my material is Chemical Engineering Job Prospect. Next. Okay, what is chemical engineering? Chemical engineering is a branch of engineering that use chemical principles, physics, mathematics, biology, and cost efficiency to produce, design, transport, and the change of energy and materials. Only a chemical technique can afford to do a small scale at lab to a large scale, like industry. Next. Okay, this is open unemployment rate. As you can see, at 2010, we have 7,870, and then in 2020, we have 7,070. Source from National Task Force Survey or Sakernas BPS. Next. Okay, this is a lot of type industry that you can choose as a chemical engineering major or bachelor. Next. Okay, this is employment option. First, we have food industry, that is such as production, process engineering, and waste treatment department. And then quality control that ensure the product by the organization are consistent with purpose and qualified. And next, staff research and development. It requires the alumni of chemical engineering to get credible research results. And then mining and oiling, knowledge of thermodynamic, fluid mechanics, and principle design of the process applying chemical compounds. And then instruction, you can be a college teacher, speaker, seminar, and tutorial, or etc. And then we have environmental healthy and safety engineers that include tech design and implement systems to prevent and control the risk of environmental damage. Next. Now, this is type of industry that we have from correspondent from 100 college, also chemical engineering major. At primary, we have 15%, include meaning, fishery, logging, and husbandry. And then at secondary, we have 65% at refinery, textile, paper, assembly, and construction. At tertiary, we have 10% at in traveling, hospitality, assurance, and finance service. And at quarter, we have 10% in education and etc. Next. Now, the 10 soft skills that one must have for a job. First, you have to communication, and then personal motivation, leadership spirit, responsibility, cooperation, problem solving, firmness, the ability to work in pressure, and time management, flexibility, negotiation, and conversation. Their soft skills should have the emphasis in resume and implement interview. Next. And then if you need to first join job seeker platform like JobStreet, DB, ITB, CC, LinkedIn, or etc. Then prepare general recruitment, like join and do a seminar and training. Next, we can enhance soft skills like join organization and communities. Next. Okay, this is the last part from me. Now continue to question and answering. We have anything to ask? Please raise your hand. Okay, Muhammad Chan Awazari, please.
Okay, thank you for the time. Can you give a tips and trick to find a job during the pandemics?
Okay, good question from Mr. Chan Awazari. Okay, for me, if you want to tips and trick, I think I do give you at the bottom 10 tips that you need, and then you can go with focus on your paper, like do a hard copy or soft copy like online. Make sure you make it as good as possible, and then of course join the platform job seeker like LinkedIn or anything else. Then focus, make your profile good as possible. Then I think love your job and make sure you do everything to job that you're passionate on it. Okay, that is from me, Mr. Iwan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chandra.
Okay, now we moving to another question. Okay, Mr. David, please.
Question for me. What do you think if someone goes to work outside the field?
Okay, do you think? I think that's okay because no problem to him to choose another job because I think knowledge he learned is the knowledge that he learned used, so it's no problem. Like as we can see right now in the pandemic, a lot of people that being forced from their job because the pandemic. And I think if have passion on something, maybe you can doing or choose the job. Okay, maybe thank you. That is for me, Mr. Baby.
Okay.
Okay, I think that is the end of our meeting. Thank you for the time from this meeting. And finally, from the deepest of my heart, I do apologize for my mistake in moderating and also a speaker. This program may this good relationship is going on. Thank you very much for your kind attention. And wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.